Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you a beautiful autumn nails, and here I'm only showing you what I'm using today. But don't worry if you can't see it properly, because I will leave that in the description box for you. And don't forget, if you purchase any of these, you can use my discount code, which is Zara at the checkout on the Nails by Annabelle website. I was so looking forward to have autumn now, because I love autumn. I love the colors, I love everything about autumn, and I don't mind the weather either. So as you can see, I already applied the tips, and I adding glass slippers just to protect my nails, but I don't put this on my natural nail, so I didn't dehydrate it, or I didn't add acid-free primer. I only do this set for you guys to see a nice autumn nails. So I got a nice bead. Actually, this turned out a little bit too big for my liking, and I'm just tapping it down, and I'm only thinking I'm creating an almond nails. I'm not thinking, oh, how should I do a smile line, because I know some people are struggling with smile lines. So I always say to my students, just to think about you only creating an almond nail, and I'm tapping the side walls, and look at that nice high side walls. So at least you know roughly how high you should do it, because at the end you always going to file it down anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it's a bit chunky or yes. So don't worry, just think about you creating an almond nail. And on the pinky finger, I already applied a little bit of orange zest. I hope I say it right. Because I like to see these nails full with glitter, and I think it's better if I add a color underneath, so the coverage is better. I don't have to use as much glitter, and I just love that one. And again, I did not apply any chunky glitter on the side walls or on the free edge, because you're going to file it down anyway. So I only concentrate on the middle. On my thumb, I'm going to do almost like an and it is an ombre actually, yes. I added the gingerbread first, and then I will add the darker one, but really thin, because I'm going to add some glitter on top of it, and that's why I don't mind if the ombre fading is not completely perfect. It's not perfect, should I say, because I just added the glitters. I love this glitter, so since I have it, I think maybe only a month I own this glitter. I try to put it on every single of that. And don't worry, I will be back. Just a sec. I just couldn't cut this part out, so I'm sorry. I just getting those beautiful leaves from Glitter Artiniers, and I think it's called Autumn Leaves number 2. I think it's a glitter mix. I mean, it's a mixed. Got some gold in there and red and some almost like a coppery color, but it depends how you move your finger, because sometimes, oh, look at that. Can you see it shining differently? I hope you can. I will show you that in the end anyway. So on the index finger, I'm going to create a marble layer. I double dip my brush into the yellow and orange. I'm making sure the cuticle area is nice and neat, and then I adding these lots of beautiful autumn colors, and then I'm just doing a swoosh, as I say. And you're going up and going down, and make sure you only work with your tip of your brush and really gently. Don't put too much pressure on it. And because the beads are quite wet, don't worry if it's dripping on the side, because you can always wipe it off. But if you work too dry, you won't be able to create the marble effect, that's for sure. So until you don't find the right bead, I'm not sure you're going to be able to do the marble. But don't worry, because I wasn't able to do it straight away. So just practice and don't give up and don't be too harsh to yourself, because we all humans, we all making mistakes, right? It doesn't really matter if it's not perfect. So here I'm going in with my metal file, and I'm only filing the side walls, and as you can see there is a big lump of acrylic which is not supposed to be there because I applied a little bit of big bead, what I usually do. So never mind, you just have to make sure you file the side walls and the smile line is nice and deep on this nail, because I have a very long nail, so I thought I need a big smile there. On this finger I'm going to do some ombre again, but first I'm making sure that green acrylic is definitely covering this all of the smile line, because I don't want to see any gaps or anything. So it's always better if you do it maybe twice instead of don't do it at all, because once you fire down you can't really go back and add some more, because you would just create a lump over there. So it's better if you do some extra. So as you can see, I already added the green, and then I used gingerbread, and then I'm adding the chunky gold, I think that's the name, chunky gold. And it's not really gold, so don't think it's properly yellowy gold. It's more like a silvery gold or a coppery gold. So it's not a proper gold. It's beautiful, it's perfect for this time. So I highly recommend that to buy it, because it's really shiny as well. On my middle finger I'm going to create one of my favorite, which is glass nail. So I was making sure the cuticle area is nice and neat, and then I just added the pumpkin and Chocoberry-crush on top of it, and adding those cute little leaves, because I thought one leaf is not enough. I mean, one nail to have a leaf on, that's not enough. And again, I'm adding the gold, chunky, only a very small amount. So tell me, which one is your favorite nail so far? I really like them all. I don't even know which one is my favorite. I think maybe the middle one or the smile line. I don't really know. Just please let me know in a comment which one do you like the most. So let's cap all of the nails. I'm going to use glass slippers, which is the clear acrylic from Glitterbels, of course, and I'm making sure none of the glitter is shining back, and don't forget to cap the side walls and adding the apex, and yeah, basically don't forget to cap the nail. So while I'm capping, don't worry, I'm only gonna show you two of my nails, I think, if I remember well. And so tell me, which one is your favorite season? Autumn is definitely mine. It's crazy because I usually wouldn't do my nails in orange. I don't think I have had an orange nail. Maybe a coral, but not a proper orange. But in autumn time, I love to see the orange. It's more like a burnt orange, and the brown. Oh, I just love it. I really do love it. I have created 3 videos for the Glitterbels YouTube channel, so please don't forget to subscribe to that one as well, because And I'm sorry, I'm out of the camera. I don't even know why and what am I doing. But for some reason, I could not cut that video out of this part. I mean, I couldn't cut this part out of the video. Maybe I should just need update the app. I don't know. It just doesn't do what I want to do. So I have no idea. Never mind. So I will only cap mostly the free edge on this one because I think I used Peacherbel cover on that one. So that one is a core powder, so you don't really need to cap it because it's a strength powder. So yeah, you don't really need to. You can, if you want, apply the apex, but you don't need to cap the core powders. So here I am already filed the nail. No, actually I didn't. I only going to start filing them now. Sorry, I only kept all of the nails and I start filing them from the side walls first, and because this is a really long nail, so make sure when you file, and because this is a really long nail, you should push against to the other side when you file, because you can hurt your client. And I think it's so much easier to file because you can add more strength to it, so it's easier to file that part. And I highly recommend, if you don't have a metal file, I highly recommend to get one, because it's oh, look at that beautiful straight nail, and look at the apex. So yes, back to the file. If you want a really straight side walls and a very straight end, I would highly recommend to get a metal file. I know it's really hard sometimes to get one from the Glitterbels because it's out of stock quite often, because it's just awesome. Seriously, if you don't have one, I highly recommend to get one. And especially this time, because of COVID, I'm changing the file. I mean, because you can refill it, you have to buy the refill with it, and I'm changing the file every single time I have a new client, so it's so much more hygienic and it's better as well. And once you finish with your client, you just take it off, chuck it in a bin, clean the board, and then that's it. You got a fresh new file for your next client. So here I already filed them and buff them, and look at the beautiful apex. I love this set. I cannot wait to put the top coat on. So make sure you remove all of the dust from the bottom as well, because sometimes those little pieces of dust can stick everywhere, and they are really annoying when you can see it on the top coat. So when you do a glass nail, make sure you add a gel polish down the bottom of your nail as well, because that's how you make it more see-through. And I'm really sorry, sometimes I'm out of the camera again. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't zoom in as much than I do of really long nails, probably. So I hope you don't mind. So after I apply the top coat, I will put it in the lamp for 60 seconds, and I really love this nail. Make sure you just wait maybe a minute for the top coat to cool down a little bit before you apply the cuticle oil, and then just massage it in. And what do you think of this set? I really like it. I hope you do too, because I love autumn and I cannot wait to see all of your creations. And please, if you recreate this, just tag me on Instagram so I can share it as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave me a comment, and please subscribe. See you next time. Bye.